When the girl of his dreams asked if he loved her, Jack lost his nerve and backed down. Even though he had secretly loved Lucy for 7 years, he couldn't bring himself to admit it. But in the very next second, Lucy suddenly acted like a completely different person. It was as if the girl who had just spoken was no longer there. Jack nervously glanced at the wishing willow inside his backpack. For years he had been hopelessly in love with Lucy. He had planned to confess his feelings at the party that night, but one thing after another kept getting in the way. Earlier that day, Jack had visited a gift shop looking for the perfect present. That's when one strange item caught his attention. Almost as if he were being guided, he picked up a wishing willow. The shopkeeper's reaction was unusual. She warned him that it wasn't an ordinary gift. Many people who used it eventually came back to complain. Jack didn't think much of it. He simply liked the gift and bought it anyway. But by the time the party ended, and he walked Lucy home, he never found the courage to give it to her. Feeling disappointed, he took out the wishing willow. He made one wish, that Lucy would fall madly in love with him. Then, without hesitation, he snapped it in half. At first nothing happened, but only moments later, Lucy suddenly came back. Her distant attitude had completely disappeared. Instead, she warmly invited Jack inside for a cup of tea. Watching her strange behavior, Jack couldn't help wondering if the wishing willow had actually worked. The more affectionate Lucy became, the more frightened Jack felt. Lucy climbed into the passenger seat and suddenly revealed that her father had died of cancer. She broke down in tears, crying against the car. Jack could only comfort her as best he could. Then Lucy suggested spending the night at Jack's house. With no better idea, Jack agreed. But once they arrived, Lucy became far more forward than Jack had ever imagined. Just as they leaned in for their first kiss, Lucy suddenly froze and completely changed again. Jack was terrified. Only seconds earlier, Lucy had been the one making the first move. Now she acted as though Jack had done something wrong. Fortunately, Lucy kept apologizing. She claimed she had suffered a panic attack. After finally comforting her to sleep, Jack couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. He got out of bed and searched online for stories about the wishing willow. The results helped calm him down. He convinced himself that everything had simply been a strange coincidence. The next morning, Lucy made Jack a huge breakfast. He still wasn't used to all this affection. Then, while walking through the kitchen, he made a horrifying discovery. His pet cat, which he had buried in the backyard, had somehow been dug up. Lucy casually explained that she just wanted to give the cat a proper farewell, but the whole situation felt disturbingly unnatural. Later that day, Jack met up with his best friend, and excitedly shared everything that had happened. He admitted that Lucy's behavior had been both wonderful and unsettling. He assumed she had experienced some emotional trauma. When his friend asked why, Jack mentioned Lucy believing her father had died of cancer. Neither of them thought much of it. That evening, Lucy suddenly confessed her love to Jack. She admitted she had liked him for a long time. Jack was overwhelmed with happiness. All of the strange warning signs completely disappeared from his mind. He was simply overjoyed that the girl he loved finally loved him back. Before long, they began living a seemingly perfect life together. Everyone around them could see how happy they were. But that happiness didn't last long. One day during a date, Jack learned something shocking. A friend told him that Lucy's father was perfectly healthy and went to work every single day. Jack couldn't understand why Lucy would lie about something like that. Then his friend revealed something else. Lucy had once said clearly that she only saw Jack as a little brother. She had never had romantic feelings for him. His friend even suggested that Lucy might be suffering from a mental illness. As Jack listened, all the strange moments he had ignored came rushing back. He could no longer lie to himself. He began to suspect that everything was connected to the wishing willow. When he confronted Lucy, she looked into his eyes and confessed again. Then she repeated the exact same words Jack had whispered when making his wish. "I love you more than anything in this world."